with other creators. I've done it many times. One collaboration that I decided after seeing how they responded on my...
Hello and welcome back to my channel. So today we'll be discussing the lawsuit based around solar. Mostly this controversy started like 2 years ago, according to the videos that I had to go back and rewatch. Around last year, I think that was around this time, a few months before, a creator Tinta Manengu released her take on this, and I honestly agree with it. Like, there is no need for taking credit on specific hairstyles, because like if we look at hair sculpting has been around for ages, and it's something that most like old African people did way before 70s, way before slavery. Just like really back then, you can even see it in the historical archives. So it's a little bit disingenuous to take credit and say that you're the originator of hair sculpting in general, like as a niche. So far, if you look at the videos and you've been keeping up, a lawsuit was recently filed because Solar had monetized the hair sculpting so that everyone is able to access the type of styles that they do. Because I honestly feel that's a good idea, because not everyone, if you don't have the desired length, we mostly encourage you to wear afro textured puffs so that you're able to like grow out your hair while learning to be confident in your hair. So that was a good idea, because it allows people without that length, or who have no enough time to do those certain hairstyles, to be able to just like get them on and put them on. Especially if we're looking at women who have like biracial children, people who are biracial, part black, or like people who do have adopted black kids. Like, that is so effective for them and convenient. So far, according to Solar, as soon as she released like the products, a lawsuit was filed against her, and you know that a lawsuit is quite expensive, so that was quite surprising. And when the lawsuit was filed herself, I'm going to like play the video. She stated that it told her that she had to take, in short, Queen's team told her that she had to take down 200 and 500 and something videos of hers that had the star shape, the star, the butterfly, the heart in her videos, like to take them down. And like, that's half of someone's whole entire work. So I felt that was a bit unfair, because if we look at it from a point of view, Queen claims that the hairstyles are for everyone and everyone can do them, but she says if you post them, that becomes a problem, which I feel is unfair, because everyone can sculpt hair if you have an afro, which I feel is good, because like it encourages us to love our hair more. But I feel it's unfair, because that's you simply refusing everyone else to take part in that niche. And mostly, like if we look at hair sculpting, the niche hasn't grown like that big yet. Celebrities do sculpt hair now and then for the red carpet, but like, even if we look at the niche of hair sculpting, I think there are about like 10 creators in the niche itself. So like, refusing other people to enter and claiming that the things they've gotten are yours feels a little bit disingenuous.
Is literally the same thing. She gets encouraged to file for a patent, and I get crucified for filing for copyright. So the outrage directed against me for protecting my
girls also do sculpt hair at certain points in time. The way she had put it, that she doesn't want anyone else outside of the black community partaking in hair sculpting. Models on the runway do get their hair sculpted. I will link examples. they do get their hair sculpted for the runway to like show the diversity of the outfit and make it more eye-catching. So that seems a little bit unfair if, let's say, more pieces want to be bought by fashion personnel for the black models on the runway, or the black actors, or the black celebrities. That would seem disingenuous, which I feel is unfair. But we have gotten like 2 updated videos from Sola explaining her side of the story. And when we look at her side of the story, I don't understand where Sola is coming from, because like no creator would want to be copyright stricken. Because like if you're not a YouTube creator, how do I explain this? Copyright stricken is more like a nightmare for any type of YouTube creator, because like if you get the first strike on your channel, the second, and the third one, that means your channel or your work would be taken down. And this might also affect your other social media platforms, and this is like something that you would never want, because it's also a bit hard to reverse, but there is a loophole in how to get. And of course, in the lawsuit, she did specify that it looks like 2 people are playing a part, which might be Queen Eva's mom and her, because it's specified that these are my daughter's intellectual property. But I feel hair sculpting isn't intellectual property. Yes, if we do compare Sola and Eva's channels, I feel like both of them are creative in general. We're not going to pick a side. Both of them are creative. Sola has her own aesthetic in how she sculpts hair, which is unique to her personality. And also Eva's as well is also unique to her personality. Eva's focuses more on cosplaying. She brings in painting, uses pieces of her hair to also sculpt other little pieces to attach to them, while Eva focuses more on around the type of length of hair she has, and also creating different aesthetics and styles. And I remember, I think there's a video I had recently downloaded just a few months back while I was still going to school. A certain hair creator had created an afro with like a little hat on her head, and I really loved that because like it looked beautiful, her density and everything. And I remember it was quite unique, but I didn't take notes that in the comments Eva had said that came from her, because if you look at Eva's was a different shape. Yes, it did look the same, but it's a different shape. So if we look at it, it feels a little bit unfair, because there might be people who don't know about Eva's channel, because I'm also hearing about Eva for the first time when it comes to hair sculpting, because the types of creators who I knew in hair sculpting were not Eva. They were different creators. So I feel it would be unfair if we look at people who don't know Eva and they just decide to take a shape, because the shapes that she's insinuating have been copyrighted from her and a copy of her intellectual property. These are just like shapes that are generic, everyday shapes, because I mean no one has a claim on a butterfly, a star, hearts and the other shapes, because these are just regular shapes that we see around us that are common. And if we were to say that they were copyrighted from someone, that would mean that we're just copyrighting them from God, which is like a bit of a stretch. I feel personally Queen was hit that she did see someone profiting or monetizing from that, and that she didn't have that idea herself that she could do that. But it's a little bit unfair to say that it's been stolen from someone. And I feel like in natural hair there's room for everyone in a certain niche of a hairstyle, because even when we look at hair commentary, there's room for everyone. I do hair commentary, there's another creator who does hair commentary, so many different creators from the hair sculpting view, to say that it's an infringement of intellectual property, because that's a niche that everyone should have room for, to be inspired to join and create, so that they learn to love their natural hair.
Part of me is heartbroken that we are even going through this, and that it had to be taken this far. She has made her own creative contributions to the hair sculpting niche. I also want to make something very clear from a brand and personal values standpoint. The Star Puff and the entire Sculpted Hair series are deeply rooted in Black cultural expression and my own lived experience. Because of that, I'm not comfortable with my art or anything derived from my work being marketed to a non-Black audience, especially when it risks being treated as a novelty or used in a way that feels dismissive or mocking the culture that it came from. I've seen comments where non-Black people are joking about purchasing these Star Puffs, and this is the exact dynamic that I don't want associated with my art or my brand. This is not what my work represents, and this is not aligned with my mission or values. I made it clear that she's willing to sell these Afro-textured pieces to anyone, and that's her choice. But since the Star Puffs are directly related to me and my brand, I don't support this direction, and I don't want my brand or my work to be associated with practices that don't respect the cultural significance behind it. I keep saying I'm gatekeeping Black hair. What I am gatekeeping is our cultural art, our cultural expression, our magic, from people who treat it like a joke, the exact kind of behavior shown in her comment section. Cultural art deserves guardianship, and it deserves respect. And if I don't set those boundaries, then the meaning behind it gets lost.
Whole, you're anti-Black, you're this, you're that, happened because you and another person teamed up to make sure that you tore down my Kickstarter campaign while it was running. And I have timestamps for it. And it's right here. And I have video proof of the person vocally saying, if you want to drop out of the Kickstarter project, here and circles it perfectly and everything. Now, that to me is anti-Black. Making people drop out of another young creator's business that's starting.
Queen was valid for halting her friend's way of revenue by copyright striking someone, or do you think Sola was? I don't think I'll take, but what are your takes on this? If you have any opinions on the topic, feel free to leave comments at the bottom on your takes, and I really appreciate. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, my lovelies.